You know, I kind of think it's impressive that I've spent nearly an entire year on Obey Me, but have only progressed through like 5% of the storyline. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. It has been an unfortunate few months since my last video, but thankfully I have risen from the dead. That is college finals, and I'm once again back with another Obey Me video. This is post-edit Alyssa coming to you guys, by the way, because at the time of recording this episode, I had apparently not made an intros for you guys, which is, I don't know what happened there, but here we are. It's very unfortunate that episode 2 happened the way it did, with the whole lost footage and all, and you guys couldn't see the whole progression of understanding and figuring out the game. But you know what, for my sake, and not seeing me struggle, maybe it's for the best. Anyways, without further ado, let's get to the video. I'm only showing this because I need to redeem myself from the clownery that was last time. I did eventually figure out Devilgram, and basically what you need to do to see which cards you own is basically use the filter that tells you which one you own. Yeah, I wasn't proud of it the first time I figured it out, but you know what? We're about growth. Okay, so next up is jobs, which I eventually did figure out what it was and how to work it. And since then, I've basically unlocked all the locations, and now I'm like stupid rich and grim. Like, I'm being honest here, there's really no point in having this much grim. I could spend it on cards, but like low level cards, so really what's the point?
Uh-huh! Aw, $20. I wanted a peanut. $20 can buy many peanuts. Explain how. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Woohoo!
Oh yeah, okay, this was more of a recent development, but I have friends now. Wait, essentially you can just send at most 1 AP to people in your contacts. And as someone who is desperate for AP, I am grateful for every single one of you who send me AP. Alright, so I think I should cover the basics of everything. I think we can move on to the story now. So if you didn't watch the previous video, I guess, I honestly don't blame you. Essentially what happened was we teamed up with Levy, ended up making a pact with Mammon, got introduced to Solomon, who was the other human student, I believe, at RAD, and he's somehow a sorcerer. Then we got introduced to the 2 angels of the celestial realm, which were Hot Model Simeon and Baby Bean Luke. And I think we were just maybe halfway through Levy's route in making a pact with him. But just for the sake of getting a refresher, let's look back at the last storybook. So let me get this straight. You're telling me that Biel and Satan both gave you hints for how to defeat Levy? You don't say. How very interesting. Well, you know why they did that though, right? It's all because I'm looking after you. You've got Mammon to thank for this.
Of all history's greatest monsters, you are by far the most evil thing I've encountered. Offer your soul to me, Dark One.
Okay, here's the deal. Those 2 are giving you special treatment because they know that I'm the one in charge of you. They want me to be pleased with them, you see? So what'd you think about that? Now you get it, don't ya? It's clear how important I am, and how much my younger brothers respect me. Yeah, I guess you're right. Huh? Well, hey, come on. It feels weird when you agree with me like that. I mean, don't you think you should have taken that opportunity to put me down or something?
I've only had Arlo for a day and a half, but if anything happened to him, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Yeah, whatever. Just let this be a learning experience. From now on, you ought to respect me like they do. Ugh, forget it. Let's just get down to business. You and me need to figure out what our strategy is going to be with this Levy thing. First up, what BL told you is right. If you can make Levy jealous, he's bound to lose his control. Though there's no guarantee he won't kill you if that happens. I like how he mentions that casually, like, you might die from this endeavor. But that's just how it's gotta be. Literally the embodiment of it just be like that sometimes. There's no way you'll beat Levy in a competition over who's the bigger TSL nerd. Not if you fight fair. You'd best face up to the fact that this is gonna involve a little risk. So we gotta figure out how you're gonna manage to make him jealous. He may be called the avatar of envy, but it's hard to make him give into it. Instead of getting super jealous of you, he'll get all negative about his own situation. He'll start talking about how it's not fair and you're lucky and stuff. You're not going to be able to get him to lose his cool just by doing a little bragging. No, you're going to have to do something to make him real jealous. So jealous that he nearly pops a blood vessel. Maybe we ought to ask someone for advice. Ask Solomon, Simeon, or Luke. I'll take my chances on Simeon. Ah, yeah. Satan did say something about talking to Simeon, didn't he? Said you should ask him about the next TSL novel, the one that's not out yet. And actually, I'm dying to find out what's going to happen myself. Still though, why would Simeon know what's going to happen in the next TSL book when it's not even out yet? Whatever. Let's just go talk to him and see what he says. With that, I head off to seek Simeon's advice. I can only hope that'll help me figure out how to make Leviathan jealous. Alright everyone, finally the wait is over. It's time for Devil's Trivia Showdown, the quiz show that pits demon against human. Today our competitors will be testing their knowledge regarding a super famous, super popular fantasy series, one that's known by young and old alike, The Tale of the Seven Lords. Now it's time to introduce our two competitors. First, he's a demon who freely admits to being a giant TSL nerd. Meet Leviathan. I am the GOAT. None can oppose me. And his challenger claims to have been introduced to TSL only very recently after binge watching the DVDs. Say hello to Spam. Oh shoot. Should I don't remember. Oh no. Should we have reviewed the last few storybooks? I don't think I remember everything about the TSL plots.
Less than a minute now.
Tool time for 200.
This term for a long-handled gardening tool can also mean an immoral pleasure seeker. Ken.
What's a hoe?
No.
You know, I don't even care about this whole competition thing, honestly. I mean, I already know how this is going to end. I'm only doing this because it gives me a chance to show off my encyclopedic knowledge of TSL to everyone. Serving as judge for today's competition is our very own demon lord himself, Diablo. Hello there everyone, good to see you. Color commentary will be provided by Satan, Avatar of Wrath, but a good commentator needs to keep a cool head. I wonder, is he really up to the task? I don't think that's going to be a problem. So I'm doing the commentary. That's a lot of responsibility. Now say hello to our guest demon, the always famished Beelzebub. For his appearance fee, he requested to be compensated in cheeseburgers. God, I wish that was me. How very BL of him. Nothing beats one of Hell's Kitchen's special cheeseburgers. They age the cheese 4,000 years for maximum flavor. And your host for today is none other than yours truly, Asmodeus, the demon who can make you swoon simply by whispering into your ear. You all know me, you all love me. Okay, so we do have the option of reviewing the plot. Or I could just keep going and pray for the best. I think with my approximate knowledge of most things, I'll be able to pass. Also, can we appreciate how stacked my cards are now? Because it's been like 6 months and I've been leveling them up. But it's okay. We're vibing. This is something I noticed in Barbados. I don't think that's how you do a high five, hun. I think this is more like a mid five. Thoughts? I know there's supposed to be like variety for this, but I usually just fall back on the pattern of high five, a gift, and then a head pat. You can never go wrong with that combo. And if they don't offer a high five, 2 gifts and a head pat. Alright, enough. This is getting ridiculous. Let's get this show on the road. I thought you hated wasting your time at events like this, Mammon. Yet here you are. Truly, wonders never cease. He's here for me, to support me. Shut up, Lucifer. I got some free time, that's all. Why did the music stop? Well then, we'll start with you, Spam. Get ready for TSL quiz question number 1. The 7 lords are all brothers, and each has a specific name that people know them by. In birth order, name the oldest, second oldest, and third oldest lords. The 3 oldest lords in birth order. First is the Lord of... All I remember is that TSL kind of reflects the actual brothers, obviously, for obvious foreshadowing reasons. So if the first is Lucifer, would it be empty? What? No, it's the Lord of Corruption, the Lord of Fools, and the Lord of Shadow, duh. Uh-oh, we're only on question 1 and already Spam is slipping up. Is Spam really ready for what's to come? No. Well, we could pretty much see this coming, honestly. Oh, please! Alright, Leviathan, it's your turn now. Here comes question number 1. In what year did the Lord of Shadow build the Boo Palace for his imaginary mistress?
Okay.
Year 693 of the Ancient Era. Correct. What an impressive showing from the self-described TSL nerd. In me, you bear witness to a legend. Even so, is it just me or was that question a little too specific? Only a mega nerd would know that. This is shaping up to be quite entertaining, isn't it, Lucifer? Entertaining in the fact that I'm gonna clown myself? Yeah. I'm glad you find it to your liking, Diablo. Alright, back to you now, Spam. Get ready for TSL quiz question number 2. You know, if I fail all these questions, realistically, what would happen? I have to win to progress the plot. I would hope. The 6th Lord is the Lord of Flies. What does he love to eat more than anything else? A cursed goat tartar sandwich with cheese, extra sticky fermented beans aged 500 years, fermented milk from a half-dead cow. I want to say it's either 1 or 3. Oh, man, I really should have just really should have studied. I'm gonna say 1, but it's probably gonna be 3. Okay. 1 for 1. That's passing. Right? Correct. Very impressive. That was a tough one. You really do know your stuff, don't you? A cursed goat tartar sandwich with cheese. Is that sort of like a cheeseburger, more or less?
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Hey, Bio, come on. Take a napkin to that stream of drool coming out of your mouth. It's getting all over my clothes. Now back to Mr. Reliable himself, Leviathan. Here comes question number 2. In Tale of the Seven Lords, Volume 3, page 724, what does the Lord of Fools say in the 5th line from the top? Money is my dearest friend and closest companion. It's everything to me. The blood bonds I share with my brothers are like the weak, wispy threads of a spider by comparison. Man, I wonder who that's referring to. Amazing. That is correct. An exact match word for word. The more I learn about the Lord of Fools, the clearer it is that he's a total scumbag. Hey, why does it feel like they're insulting me right now? Alright, moving on. It's your turn now, Spam. Say hello to question number 3. This is regarding the 5th brother, the Lord of Lechery. Who does he love more than anyone else? 5th brother, his wife, his daughter, himself. Is that Lucifer, Mammon, Levi, Satan, Asmo, and then BL? I'm guessing it's himself. Wait, did I level up his? Did I level up his affection meter with that question? Well, excellent. You were absolutely right. So the 5th Lord loves himself above all else. I like that. Sounds like my kind of guy. Come on, hurry up. Let's go. It's my turn now. Leviathan, you've gotten every single question correct thus far. But prepare yourself, because question number 3 is coming at you. In Volume 4 of the DVD series, at exactly 1 to 59 minutes and 35 seconds in, what is the Lord of Mask holding in his left hand? He's holding a flower from a carnivorous grudoodle plant grown by the Lord of Corruption. Excellent! That only flashed on screen for the briefest of moments, and yet you still caught it! Amazing! Your knowledge truly is extensive. In fact, I even say it's creepy. Hey, is it just me or have all my questions been way harder than Spam's? Like, suspiciously harder. Though they're still so easy for me that I'm ready to fall asleep here. Anyway. How long are we gonna keep this charade up? This is getting boring. Yep, I'd say it has. Alright, Spam, it's time to pull out that big guns. Let's see how Levi here likes her trump card. What's my trump card? I've barely been passing as is. Levi, you're way too full of yourself, which is why we're about to reach inside you, yank out that pride, and crush it like a bug. Want to hear boss music? What? Well, interesting. Oh, I'm nervous. I don't know what's going on. Alright, Spam, it's time to pull out the big guns. Let's see how Levi here likes her trump card. Wow, it sounds to me like the gauntlet has been thrown down. It would seem Spam has some sort of trump card to use against Leviathan. I don't even know what it is. Perhaps now would be a good time to check in with our color commentator. Satan, what do you think this could be about? Well, it's not at all surprising that Spam will come into this with a secret weapon. It seems that the advice I gave is about to pay some dividends. Excellent. Just a minute. Satan, are you telling us that you provided aid to Spam? How very wicked of you. I suppose this would be a good time to get your take on this as well, BL. If you want to hear what I have to say, it's going to cost you. Let's say 1 extra large bowl of katsudon and some miso soup to go along with that. Okay, whose idea was it to invite BL to this, huh? He's done nothing but eat this entire time. Again, wish that was me. In any event, if Spam really does have a secret weapon, it could mean something that will make winning against Leviathan possible. Perhaps you should hear what Spam's opponent thinks about this. Tell me, Levy, what's running through your head right now? I am not reading that out loud. I'm not reading that out loud, guys. Right, I have absolutely no idea what you're saying. But clearly you don't see this as a threat. Got it. So what could this trump card of Spam be? Let's find out. With that, I proceed to summarize the major plot developments in the as of yet unreleased TSL Volume 9. Oh! What? No! That's insane! The Lord of Mask wouldn't do that to the Lord of Shadow. Lies. All of it. Pure hogwash. Don't think you can fool me by making up random stuff like that. Actually, Spam doesn't appear to be lying as far as I can see. Levy, you know as well as I do that Lord Diavolo has the ability to discern whether someone is telling the truth. But no! Everyone online has been talking about how the Lord of Mask and the Lord of Shadow are totally going to make up. What you said can't happen. It just can't. Huh? So all that stuff Simeon told you was true then? How about that? Still though, how is it that he knows all that? Alright, okay, I suppose that settles who the true TSL nerd is. Does it really? Oh god. I won't stand for this. All you did was stay up one night marathoning the DVDs. The idea that someone like you could actually be a bigger TSL fan than me, it's... Whoa, calm down there, Levy. No! I will not stand for this. Demon? Demon form? Uh-oh. Spam, run! Get out of here! Get those Mammon points, my dudes. Hold on, I'm coming. What? Ah! BL, you idiot. What's the big idea dripping ice cream all over the floor? You made me slip. Spam. Damn it, I'm not gonna make it in time. This is it, my dudes. MC fucking dies. That's enough. I believe you were going to settle this via a quiz, weren't you? Not through violence. He's so hot. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting that. You're out of control, Levy. Lucifer. Wait, Levy has a tail? Oh, this is very nice. What? Unbelievable. Just as Leviathan was about to strike, who should step in? Just as Leviathan was about to strike, who should step in and stop him but the one and only Lucifer himself? Why can't I'm illiterate. Just as Leviathan was about to strike, who should step in and stop him but the one and only Lucifer himself? Simply incredible. I haven't seen you leap to someone's rescue like that in quite some time, Lucifer. I would hope you would come and rescue me as an exchange student. What do you mean you're surprised? Food caught in throat. Livy, go back to your room and cool off. Levy? You heard what he said, right? Yeah. What is it, Mammon? You look like you want to say something. No, I don't want to say nothing. So, what are we gonna do now? How are we supposed to have our competition without Levy? I guess this means the competition ends in a draw. Neither one of them won. I've got an idea. You should give your guests free cafeteria meal tickets as a parting gift. 50 years worth ought to do the trick. Still, I have to say I find it surprising that you would go out of your way just to rescue a mere human, Lucifer. Very surprising. Don't you agree, Mammon? Huh? Why are you asking me? As the oldest, it is naturally my duty to clean up your younger sibling messes. So, you made it out of that without being attacked, only to end up falling on your butt and spraining your wrist. Let's just be grateful that's the worst that happened to me. Seriously, could you be any more of a klutz? You humans really are way less physically capable than us demons. That's because you don't eat enough, and unlike us, they don't eat the right things. Stop tying everything back to food, BL. Actually, why are you even here anyway? Seems to me that you've been spending an awful lot of time here since the night of the DVD marathon. Well, so have you. I mean, you even left a cell phone charger here, and a toothbrush too. That's how much you're over here. So, Mammon has spent the night in our room? Makes it think. Well, that's because, you know, I've got to look after this human, don't I? It's my job. Mammon, you're doing a terrible job with those bandages. Hey, shut up. I never had to wrap someone's wrist before, okay? I don't know how it works. If you think I'm doing such a bad job, then why don't you do it, BL? Nothing beats pizza for a midnight snack. Damn it, BL. Listen to me when I'm talking to you. Wait a minute. Isn't that my slice you've got there in your other hand? You know, I could really go for a soda right now. I'm gonna go run to the kitchen. BL remains unbothered, and I support this. Hey, BL, you put down one of those slices you're holding right now. Hey! Seriously, does that guy ever stop eating? You better keep a close eye on your pizza, or I'll steal yours away next. Give me the option to share my slice with Mammon. Give me the option, gang. By the way, there's something I want you to know. Listen, the next time your life's in danger, I'm gonna be the one to save you, alright? Don't you forget that. Soft. I'm pretty sure in the first episode I'm like, I don't want Mammon. After these 6 months together, this tsundere boy, he's winning me over. That's all I'm saying. And if I can't manage to save ya, then make sure you die. Got it? Wait, what? Oh, alright. I don't want no one else stepping in and saving you, alright? It's me or no one, understand? I got it, sir. Alright, got it. Good. Jeez, you should always just agree with me like that. Huh? That ain't my phone. Is it yours? Hey, Spam, your DDD's ringing. Levy? Is there any way to get the unlocked storybooks? Or are they like locked forever? I'd have to go back to past storybooks and just change my answers. Finally, I've been waiting for you to show up. It took you long enough. When I call for you, you need to come right away, understand? Don't walk, run. I want you to move at light speed. Like the way Henry races over whenever his best friend, the Lord of Shadow, calls on him. You saw the TSL DVDs, so you should know. He comes riding up on the winged unicorn that he won off of the Lord of Fools in a bet. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you and I are best friends or anything. As if. So do you know why I called you here? To make a pact. To eat me. Let's be friends. Let's patch things up between us. I want to be bold and say let's just go ahead and be friends. I don't have the confidence for that. Let's just reconcile then be friends. Excuse me? What do you mean patch things up? In order to patch things up, we would have had to have been on good terms to begin with, wouldn't we? I mean, we were. We bonded over scamming Mammon. So he could make a pact with me, so I mean, technically. I don't remember you and me ever being buddies. Not any time in the last 5,000 years at least. So don't go getting the wrong idea. Alright, look, here's the thing. You remember why we decided to have that competition in the first place, right? No. It was to see who was the bigger TSL fan was. And I told you that if you won, I'd enter into a pact with you. I don't remember anything. The little trump card you pulled out was a real dirty trick. But a promise is a promise, after all. It really kills me to do this. It makes my stomach churn. But I'll keep my end of the bargain. I'll do it. I'll make a pact with you. You're damn straight, you. Why is that so funny? Why is that an option? I want to click it just because it's so funny, but I probably should say thank you. But we're all about bad decisions. Excuse me? What did you just say? Sorry. Don't get carried away though. So, what's all this about anyway? There's something you're not telling me, isn't there? A normie human like you asking me to make a pact with a demon like me? You must have some sort of ulterior motive. That we do. But clearly I don't remember. This is about more than just making a pact, right? You're after something else. Go on, spill the beans. Lend me your copy of the TSL soundtrack. Aha! I knew it! I knew no one would actually want to make a pact with me. Not like this is surprising or anything. Don't be sad. I wanted to make a pact with you. Well, I don't know what you're planning on doing with my record, but just don't sell it, understand? You better give it back when you're done, is that clear? If you touch it, make sure to wipe off any fingerprints. And no eating potato chips and stuff when you handle it. It's super, super rare, so you better not lose any of the inserts or the sleeve or anything. I finally got my hands on the cursed vinyl edition of the Tale of the Seven Lords soundtrack. Now then, time to get this to Lucifer. Oh yeah, I think it's because we wanted to go up into the attic, and then Lucifer was telling us we couldn't. The door's open. Come in. This is a nice room, Lucifer. Ah, Spam, it's you. Today really was quite a disaster, wasn't it? Despite all that happening, you should know that Levy's not normally like that. He may be a high-ranking demon, but he's quite harmless by nature. Try not to hold it against him. So tell me, what brings you here at this hour? I'm sorry, the music cut always like scares me. What? Is this what I think it is? Ah, now I get it. So this is why you wanted to make a pact with Levy. Do you realize what it is you've got here? What this represents? No, sir, I don't. Sometimes this game gets me. It truly does. I don't imagine you would. This isn't any ordinary soundtrack, you see. There's quite a history to it. I don't have any particular interest in the Tale of the Seven Lords as a story. No. What interests me is the person who served as the first composer of the TSL movies. You see, the composer I speak of is dead now. He killed himself. The final song he wrote before his death was meant to be used in the scene where the Lord of Corruption puts a curse on the heroes. But due to the composer committing suicide, they decided not to use that track. They saved it, but didn't release it to the public. However, a group of die-hard fans pooled their own funds and had a very limited number of vinyl editions produced. As you might have guessed by now, this record is one of the few that were created. However, all of the people involved in its creation, as well as every single person who owned a copy of it, ended up dying mysteriously, so people started saying the record itself was cursed. I heard that all of these had been destroyed, but all this time, Levy has had a copy. I had no idea. I mean, for a nerd who collects a lot of nerd stuff, it would be a fair assumption, don't you think? Alright, I'll go ahead and take this. We'll consider payment for saving you earlier. Still, I really do appreciate you bringing this to me. I think I'll spend tonight savoring every last note of this music here. Which means I probably won't be able to bring myself to leave my room tonight. You say that with such a knowing gaze. I can't win against this man. You see, we demons can't resist temptation. When there's something we really want staring us in the face, we have to have it. That's simply how we are. Well, you guys want to have me eventually? Sorry, the overconfidence is popping off tonight. Right now, what I want is to stay up all night listening to this record. I can't help it. I have to do it. But don't think that means you're free to climb the stairs to the attic span. That place is off limits. Well then, good night. Lucifer has expressly forbidden me from going past this point. The game is effortlessly funny sometimes. I truly appreciate the creators. I'm not allowed to do this. Goes up the stairs. Amazing. I'm very tempted to skip, but I want more free gifts. The pink. Are there any other orange cards? There we go. Is that a plush dog or is that an actual dog? I think it's a plushie that Luke is holding. Speak of the devil. I'll give you a flower. And a head pad. Yes, give me more AP. I'm so greedy for AP, guys. You don't understand. voice from the attic. Spam. How do you know my voice? Finally, no one is going to stop you. Now's your chance to climb the stairs. Come this way, Spam. There's a door. I knew you were the one person who'd be able to find me. Okay, so technically I know this is Belphegor because of the events, but why he's up in the attic, I do not know. So should I still ask who he is, or... I'm just gonna say, what is he doing in there? Let's just get straight to the point. I'm certainly not in here of my own free will. That much should be obvious. You a demon? Don't be ridiculous. Just the thought of being one of them is enough to send a shiver down my spine. I'm a human, just like you.
Why the fuck you lying?
Press X to doubt. A demon imprisoned me in here long ago, and I've been stuck here ever since. It was Lucifer. I'm guessing you've met him. Well, that demon is the one who locked me in here. I'm begging you, Spam. You've got to get me out of here. How do you expect me to? I simply get tools. We carve out and exit. What could go wrong? You know, imagine if the like mini games was like Osu and they played the character songs. I'm just saying, I'd probably spend a lot more time on Obey Me than I already do. I'm asking for your help. No can do. I'd like to do that. Even though I don't know how, we're gonna do it. Thank you. I knew I could count on you, Spam. How does he know my name? I would like to know that first. Now, I'm going to tell you what you need to do. Make sure to listen closely. Now, you can't open this door. Neither of us are capable of that, because it's sealed with a very powerful sort of magic. In order to break the seal, you need the consent of Lucifer and his 6 brothers. Oh, it's a team effort. But they're not exactly nice folks. It's not like all we have to do is ask politely and they'll lift the seal. You must already know that, right? But you're a special case. You can make them do it. Okay, want me to try asking them? Oh no, there's no need to do that. Because you have the power to bend demons to your will. What I'm trying to say is that you should make pacts with these demons. All of them. You've already got Mammon and Leviathan under your control, right? Well, doing the same to the rest of them will be just as simple. Right, it'll be easy peasy. Wait, how do you know about that? Can't you do it instead? Gotta ask the real questions here. That's not important. What matters is that I'm counting on you to come through for me, Spam. You're the only one who can help me now. You're my sole ray of hope in this bleak, bleak world. You gotta start by gaining their trust. And if you want to do that, you can't tell them you came here and spoke with me. Whatever you do, don't mention that. Let's see, you should probably start with Beelzebub. Yes, he'd be the best choice. You need to get close to him. I have faith in you, Spam. I know you'll get me out of here. So then, we have a deal. I'm counting on you, Spam. Good morning, Spam. I have to say, I enjoyed last night immensely. I listened to that record over and over. I can't tell you how many times. And because of that, I'm running on far too little sleep today. But I'm in a great mood. I see you're up late today. I take it you didn't get much sleep either. Did something happen last night to keep you up? Nope. Nothing. Nothing. Well, if that's really the case, fine. However, let me give you a piece of advice. You should focus on surviving this year here, finishing the exchange program and going back to the human world. That's all you need to concern yourself with. Would you like me to make it a bit clearer for you? Curiosity killed the cat. Surely you've heard this expression. Well, curiosity can very literally get you killed here as well. But here's the thing. Satisfaction brought it back. I guess that's more of what you'd call a word of warning than a piece of advice. But why split hairs? Forget all about what happened last night. I allowed you to satisfy your own curiosity as a favor to you since you brought me that record. But rest assured, it won't happen again. Alright, we're gonna start the Beelzebub route. This is amazing. Nothing beats a fried scorpion sandwich with vinegar and tartar sauce for a late morning snack. In a bento box with all the fixings, of course. Duh, BL. Stop it, this is mine. Don't look at my food like that. It's like you're devouring it with your eyes. I don't want it. Huh? Wait, what's that now? Did you say you don't want it? You're actually telling me you don't want this crazy good fried scorpion sandwich with vinegar and tartar sauce. Are you out of your mind? Are you sick to your stomach? Is this the day when hell really does freeze over? Or wait, is this a dream? Nope, none of the above. Alright, then what's going on here? I don't like your cooking, that's all. You know, for the Avatar of Gluttony, if he really doesn't want to eat your cooking, that really says a lot about your cooking. Wow, way to say something super rude like it's no big deal, BL. That really hurts, you know. Actually though, I didn't make this. I got it from a witch who gave it to me as an offering. Alright then, I'll take it. What? No you won't. What makes you think you can have this? I don't remember offering it to you. Although if you want it that bad, I guess I could sell it to you as a special favor. If you ain't got cash on you, I'll take precious gems as payment instead. I'd probably settle for sapphires, rubies, moldavite. Is he already eating it? Hey, whoa! I didn't say you could eat that. Duh! You wolfed the whole thing down in 3 seconds flat. I want my morning snack back, BL. Actually, no. Too late. Give me money. You owe me now. Sorry, it's all gone. I don't have any money either. Or gemstones. Gah. Hey, Spam. Don't just sit there watching. Say something to BL. You shouldn't have done that, BL. You're damn straight you shouldn't have. Hey, are you listening, BL? Did you hear that? You know, I really could have used some pickles. The sandwich felt like it was missing something without them. No one asked whether you liked it, idiot.
Yeah.
He's here. Hey there, you three. It's so nice to see how well you all get along.
Huh?
What? Are you blind, Simeon? Can't you see that we're ready to kill each other here? Don't you dare speak to Simeon that way, demon. Show some respect. Fido, it's you. Didn't even realize you were there. Don't call me Fido. My name is Luke. Can't you get that through your head? Or are you stupid as you are rude? Whatever. Do you ever stop yipping and yapping? Hey, quit it. Don't rest your elbow on my head. Now you listen to me. I may not look important to you, but I'll have you know that I report directly to Michael.
Oh.
Right, huh? It's always Michael this, Michael that with you. Listen to me when I'm talking to you, demon. Man, I know how cute Luke is when he's frustrated, but I think you've harassed him enough. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop. It's so hard not to, though. It's just so funny. Isn't that right, BL? I bet he tastes good. I am not funny, and I don't taste good either. So what is it you angels want? I know you must want something. Otherwise you wouldn't walk up and strike up a conversation with us out of nowhere. Can't you all just get along? He just wants to be friends. Or not. Ah yes, right. I almost forgot. We're actually planning to go on a camping trip soon, you see. We thought it would be a good way to have fun and get to know each other better. That's cute. And that's why I'm here to invite you. We'd love it if you would all join us. Are we getting derailed from the Beelzebub route? Well, anyways, I probably should leave it at that. I don't want another hour-long video. Unless you guys prefer longer videos as opposed to like many smaller ones. Let me know. But 2 packs right now. Mammon and Leviathan. And now we're gonna get Beelzebub next. Interesting that we're not going in order of like oldest to youngest, but I digress. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully the next episode won't have like a 6-month gap in between it. But yeah, see you guys next time.